Absolutely delighted to welcome Joanna Harper here today. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, Joanna. I'm very excited to hear more about your topic. You are presenting at the last in-person conference
Yeah.
in May 2026, and your topic is the grounded model. So please do start by telling us a little bit more about yourself and your topic.
Okay, so I've presented at the conference before, so a few people will probably have been to my sessions. I'm an NLP trainer, but I also bring in a lot of somatic body work, movement, breath work, and I work a lot with large groups and helping people really regulate themselves, find self-compassion, self-care. And so that's my current work and what I'm mostly focused on. Um, I'm also an author. I do still do a bit of one-to-one coaching using NLP and integrating other practices into so it's a much more holistic and integrative approach that I have now. And that's really what my topic's about. So the grounded model is a model that I created a few years ago that has 8 elements to it. And essentially for NLP practitioners, NLP professionals wanting something a little more than a set of great questions and great models that we can use with our clients, that sometimes there needs to be a little bit less doing and a bit more being. And it's the element of grounded that really is intrinsic to that, because people's lives are so busy right now, so stressful. People, I've really noticed in the last few years coming to sessions really tired, stressed, and not really knowing how to turn. So to go straight into a full change work session, I'm really encouraging them to just arrive in the session first of all. And so that really is what this session is all about, that the 8 elements of grounded. First one, the G is grounding. So each letter of the word grounded has an element that we will focus on. And I'm really going to encourage people to have it as an immersive experience rather than a sit there taking notes type of experience. So they can be in the session rather than do the session or think about how they might use it with their clients whilst experiencing it. So that's
It just
a
sounds
bit.
absolutely fascinating and really, really valuable. So what's fresh? I mean, I feel a bit silly asking this question because I feel like you've already answered it, but what's fresh, innovative, and new about your session that delegates will be able to take away from the presentation?
Well, I really hope that they take away something for themselves, particularly if they fall into that category of busy, tired, and so on, which can be probably most people these days. But equally, they can take away actually a framework. So, grounded is a framework that they could use for sessions or courses of sessions. So, it is a model I created, but it was a model I created from how I was working. So, if they've not met that model before, then they'll take away a whole model as well. So there's a lot there that they can take away from the session. And so I hope it will be fresh and new. Indeed, each time I run a session like this, it's fresh and new because I very much tune in to what the group need. So if we ran it 2 days in a row, it might be quite different because the people present would be different, bringing different elements of themselves. So it will be fresh in that respect as well.
Absolutely. And you've already mentioned one tip about being something that people can actually come and immerse themselves in, if you like. So, what top tip would you give to delegates attending your session?
So give themselves permission to just be in the session. I think that would be great. I think I noted down, allow it to be, take time to be rather than do, and to allow it to be an immersive experience for themselves. That would be my top tip rather than try and make sense of what is she doing now. Because I'll share all of that in a handout anyway, so they won't need to take notes.
And not only that, it's a very, very timely reminder that, of course, all delegates do get access to we do record the sessions. We're not live streaming, but we do record the sessions, so all delegates will have access to that afterwards. So if they want to revisit it and
Yes.
actually jot down the 8 elements, they have the opportunity to do so. So it's a perfect opportunity to just be fully immersed.
Absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to.
It's a win-win, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Last question. So what inspired you, Joanna, to want to present at what is going to be the last in-person conference?
Yeah. Oh, I've been coming to the conference for many years. I've presented several times. I just love the community, the connection, and the networking, the over cups of tea conversations as much as the presentations themselves. So, yes, to be part of the final one is really special. So, I'm really going to savour it and make sure I'm fully present myself for all of it rather than turning up and just presenting.
No, thank you. And that's a good reminder, actually, over the over cups of tea conversations, because that's one of the things we've said you don't get hugs on Zoom, but you also don't necessarily get those cups of tea conversations whilst on Zoom. So thank you for that reminder. So just for everybody watching, reminding you that Joanna is presenting at the In-Person NLP Conference on the 16th of May and 2026, and your topic is the grounded theory. So
The grounded model, yes.
the grounded model, sorry, the grounded model.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to that. I will definitely be there, and thank you so much for your time, Joanna.
Thank you, Karen.